Let's get ready to rumble!
We are live. This is the New York session stream taken as part of our Road to Funded series. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you get anything of value. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell because we are live every weekday, Monday to Friday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern, 12:30 p.m. West African time. With that being said, let's get right into the charts. Okay. Good morning, y'all. How's everybody doing? Hope you guys had a good rest of the trading day yesterday. Yesterday was a pretty nice stream. We were able to pass phase 1 on stream, thankfully. And yeah, we're currently now on phase 2 of the challenge. So let's see what we can do here. So today is gonna be, or most likely, today is gonna be a shorter stream because I do have to dip at about, say, I might leave it 8, but we'll see, right? We'll see. I'm gonna go through this breakdown real quick. I might leave earlier than I would like, but latest I'll be here till 8:30, 8:35, right? 8:40. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, let's get into this analysis real quick. Starting off with GJ here. So I didn't really take any trades after the stream yesterday. I saw some opportunities. I just sort of let them go. I forget why I did it. I let them go for a good reason though. Right, but I mean they ended up playing out, but you know, I'm pretty sure I just let them slide for a good reason, but you know, c'est la vie, right? But yeah, starting off with the monthly here. Oh man, this music is loud, no? God, one sec. Use that music real quick. All right, cool. So starting off with a monthly on GJ here. So remember how we said we closed respecting this support, right? Looking back when price rejected off of this level, the 2 times price tapped into this level and then melted, right? This is the overall level, right? And we closed respecting that level and also respecting the most recent level, right? So the second time we tapped into that level and drove down, this is the support that we held, and we actually closed respecting that. So like we said, this could just be a bottom wick to eventually come up, right? Flip bullish and continue to push up. But for the most part, right, we've been bearish, right? So yesterday we started off pretty bearish, right? Literally as soon as the market opened up on Monday. So Asian session, London session, New York session, we drove down for most of all of those. This pullback came, you know, a little bit later in the New York session, right? So yeah, so we could just, we could flip here eventually. This is the monthly candle, right? So you have about, you still have like 20 some days left, right? That's pretty crazy, right? We're already 6 days into August. When did August start? We're already 6 days in. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, we got time here to flip on this candle if we're gonna flip. So you know, this candle could look a lot different for a week from now, right? So at any point here we could flip, but for now we are still driving down. We'll see if we've started, you know, creating some bullish structure on the lower time frames, and if we are, then you know, we might start to invest on the buys, on the longs, right? But we'll see. Yeah, so where do we tap into? So we tapped into this level now, right? We tapped into a specific level and now we're rejecting, right? If you look to the left, we have the monthly level there, but you could still sort of push this level up a little bit because you do have rejection here, right? You do have that rejection here as well, right? And that's pretty much so you're around the rejection areas, right? You didn't quite tap into this 179.5 level exactly, but you are around those areas. So if you're gonna reject the flip, right, that's as good a spot as any to do that, right? So we'll see what happens with that one. But at the same time, you could have something similar to this, right, where you sort of hold support, right? You hold support here, right? You come up, create that top wick on the lower time frames, right? That's just a pullback on the monthly, and then you continue pushing down, right? So that could be what you're seeing here, but we'll see. We will see. That is merely speculation as of now. So let's go on to the weekly. So this weekly, again, weekly pretty much the same thing, right? Because weekly has similar levels as the monthly, right? We have some similar levels as the monthly. You close respecting on that previous weekly, right? You've come down now, created that bottom wick, tapped into these levels. Now what are we gonna do, right? Are we gonna continue pushing up to flip on that weekly, or are we gonna, you know, continue pushing down at some point here? Let me see, what is this? So we flip here. Let's see this level here. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, pretty much the same thing as the monthly, right? Pretty much the same thing as the monthly. Because as you can see, the weekly as well, right? We've tapped into these levels in the past, right? Come up here to create our top wick and then driven down, right? So I mean, look at this tap in right here. So this is a major level on the weekly. So that's pretty, I mean, we tapped, you know, beyond that actually, right? But still around those areas. So I mean, if we're gonna mirror something similar to this, right, you're gonna see price continue to push up. Where do we create that top wick at? Let me see. Maybe come up to somewhere around here, right? Come up to somewhere around here, which is a weekly resistance as well. So around these areas here, right? So you could just see this candle flip, create that steeper top wick, flip back bearish, and continue to drive down, right? So we'll see exactly what happens there. This weekly flip is not the monthly flip, right? Let me see. Yeah, no, it's not. So yeah, so we'll see what happens with that though. We'll see what happens with that. For now, there's no, you know, I mean, the general direction, as you can see, is to the downside, right? But there's really no, price can do anything, right? Price can do anything at this point. We could continue rejecting the flip, push to the top side. We could flip, create a steeper top wick, then flip back bearish, continue to push down, or we could just reject off of a resistance level on our way up here and continue pushing down without ever flipping bullish on this weekly candle, right? So these are just things that can happen, right? We're just trying to get a view, a landscape of what could happen, of possibilities, right? Things that price could possibly do here. All right, so let me just take these out. Put that back here maybe. Yeah, I mean, the weekly levels don't matter too much in terms of getting them exact. So yeah, so that's that. Let's move on to the daily. So previous daily closed, so we closed bearish respecting, so we're below here. All right, we're below here, so we closed bearish below this level here, right, below resistance. So we close bearish below this resistance level. Let me see. So your next level is somewhere, right, somewhere around there, but you sort of tapped into that level already. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so what I'm looking at right now, right, if you look to the left here, I mean, you could push this up a little bit. If you look to your left here, yeah, if you look to your left here, you see how you came down? You came down here, right? Then you held support. You held support here, and then you had to continue to push up. You had to push up a lot higher before you eventually came back down, right? To, you know, break this level or continue to drive down. So price might do something similar again, right? So you see how we closed bearish below this level here, below this resistance level. I mean, this level is held as support as well, right? But you do have fake outs, right? Yeah, so it's not the It's not, but this is a long wick down though. This is a long wick down. Okay, so what I'm looking at here is you closed inside the range, right? Held support here, came back up. This one closed inside the range, faked out back to the top side, right? So this could do either or, right? This could do either or. The only difference between this move and why I think this one most likely will come back down and drive down a little bit lower is because we have this bottom wick, right? We sort of have this is sort of range, right? What's a wick? A wick is just range on the lower time frame, right? So we just sort of have this range that cuts through this range. We have this wick that cuts through this range. So think of it sort of like a path, right? It's sort of created a path inside the range. So we might not see, that much resistance as we did here, right, to the left. But yeah, we'll see. We will see. But for now, so this daily, we created a pretty nice top wick here. Where did we actually? I'm curious to see, where is that top wick at? What is that level? So is this a major level? So yeah, look where we created that top wick. We created that top wick at this resistance, right, where price has driven down from in the past heavy. Yeah, and look what happened. Yeah, look what happened on that drive down. We just killed this whole range, right? We just melted clean through this whole range on that drive down. Granted, that happened on multiple daily candles, but the overall move, right, still stands, right? Okay, so with that being said, if you're able to I mean, we'll see what happens on the lower time frames, right? But now you're flipping on this candle, so if you're gonna drive down, you've already created your top wick, right? So if you get if you get those entries on the lower time frame, right, if you can get those sell entries on the lower time frame, we should be good. We should be good to at least fill the rest of this range, right? Yeah, we'll see. Daily's about to flip bearish as well, so we shall see. Let me see. Okay, so this one just came all the way down. You got a level there. Sort of got a level here. Let's see this one. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's see what happens with this. So yeah, daily just officially flipped bearish. Let's see what that's looking like on the lower time frames here. See what that looks like on the lower time frames. All right, for the 4 hour, let's see the 4 hour. So the 4 hour, put that back. Okay, so the 4 hour levels are coinciding pretty nicely with the daily levels as well. All right. Okay, you sort of have this though. You got this to worry about on the 4. Okay. Then you have this. Okay. Yeah, so the 4 hour levels are, I mean, they line up pretty nicely with the daily levels, which is always a plus. Yeah, they do line up pretty nicely with the daily levels. So this 4 hour level, so we closed bearish respecting, right? We closed bearish respecting this level. In order for us to continue pushing down, yeah, I mean, we don't necessarily need a 4 hour closure or 4 hour bearish closure to take the sells, right? Because I understand we did come up here and now we came back to retest this level and we held support. But yeah, I think if you can close below 183.8 here on the lower time frame, on say the hourly time frame, we should be, or I would be willing to take those sells anyways, right? Yeah, I would be willing to take those sells. Yeah, we do have some treacherous waters here though. How many pips is that? Yeah, look where we just tapped into. We just tapped into a support, right? We just tapped into support on the 4. right? And price has driven up from that level pretty heavily in the past. Yeah, pretty heavily in the past. Okay, so we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens here. We might need to wait for a closure below 193.5 before we actually start taking any sells here, at least on the lower time frames, right? But at the same time, this could flip, right? This could flip, and you might start seeing some entries for the buys as well. So we'll see. But if we are gonna drive down, the top wick has been made, right? You don't need more of a top wick than this. This is pretty much all you need in terms of a top wick. So it's just a matter of, are we gonna continue pushing up, or are we gonna now start pushing back down? All right, actually, let me see. I want to see something. So in the past, when you've held this support, when you've held this support to continue driving back down, you usually come up to around here minimum, right? For your top wick, right? For your top wick to drive back down. Okay, so at this point, what we would be looking for, now that we've tapped into this level, what I'm looking for is a tap back into this 184.2, right? If we can tap back into this 184.2, and then we start seeing some closures, maybe an hourly closure, yeah, maybe an hourly closure below here, then yeah, we might get involved with those sells. But for now, yeah, we don't really have any entries per se. Yeah, daily's still bearish though. Okay, so that level is what? That would be this. Yeah, and then you would close. So this would be your vantage point. Not bad. 30 pips isn't bad. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's see what happens there. Yeah, this hourly has no bottom wick, which is pretty interesting in and of itself. So hourly has no bottom wick. So I am looking for the sells. So, you know, range 1 sells for me. That would be range 1 sells. Yeah, so sells below there potentially. Okay. Let's see. So you got a level here as well. So these levels coincide nicely with the you know, with the daily time frame as well, with higher time frames. Okay, so yeah, it's an interesting looking formation, no lie. All right, so that would be, these are your top wick areas, right? Yeah, so this is where I'm expecting a top wick if we're gonna drive down, right? Yeah, that 30 looks a lot different, huh? That 30 time frame looks a lot different. But yeah, in terms of buys, I mean, a closure above here on the hourly I wouldn't take. I would take it if it was a closure on the 4 hour, right? If it coincided with the closure on the 4, I would probably take that. But for now, I'm just gonna put, so keep that level there. So I'm gonna put probably gonna be range 2 buys, right? Yeah, so range 2 buys. So if we come back above this support, I might look for the buys. So that's 184.6. What is that on the 4 hour? So that's the flip of the 4 hour, right? So yeah, so that would be nice, right? So that would be the 4 hour flipping and closing bullish, right? Coinciding with a closure above on the hourly time frame, right? Above 184.6. So that I would consider for the buys. But as of now, I am looking for these sells. I would prefer for these sells to play out. Yeah, we got closures in a bit here. We do have closures in a bit. We do have closures in a bit. We'll see how that pans out. Yeah, so on the 30, look at the 30. The 30 looks like, 30 looks like we're getting ready to push up, right? The 30 does look like we're getting ready to push up, but then you look at the hourly and it's like, it looks like we're trying to come down. So clearly price hasn't really shown us its hand, right, in terms of direction, right, the overall direction. But yeah, we'll see, because the hourly and the 30 saying two very different things, right? Actually, they're saying the exact opposite, right? One saying buys, one saying sells. So we don't really know quite yet. Yeah, nothing quite yet. I'm not gonna lie, the GJ right now, like the ranges we're currently in on GJ are a bit choppy. I'm not gonna lie, they are a bit choppy, in my opinion. They are a bit choppy. Let's see. You need to close below there. Probably wait for a top wick as well. All right, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens here. Because what you could get here is what you could get here is a 30-minute fake out, right? You could get a fake out back into this range, right? And that would be the hourly closing. Well, that would be the hourly closing bullish, but without a bottom wick, right? Yeah. So to be honest, right now this could do whatever. This could go either or. I doubt I'll be taking anything at the hourly close. Yeah, I doubt I'll be taking anything here at the hourly close. So yeah, well, I mean, we'll see how this pans out. I'm gonna actually just move this up. Hold up. So what is that level now? Yeah. So yeah, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what happens here. Yeah. So it looks like this 30-minute might actually close below. And if we do close below, so if that's the top wick we were looking for, we do end up closing below. Yeah, you could drive down, to be honest. To be fair, at the very minimum, you could drive down to create a bottom wick for this previous hourly, right? For this previous 30, for the previous hourly as well. So you could do that. I would prefer if you close bearish though, right? If you close bearish, then you have this range down here to play with, right? And if you close bearish, that would be a what? Yeah, that would be your closing somewhere inside this 4-hour range, right? Which I do prefer. I would prefer. Where is that place anyways? There you go. This one. I think that's the same level. Yeah, so if you close bearish below, you're closing below this level here, which I would actually prefer to close below. Yeah. So yeah, let's see what happens with that. We might just close in such a way where, we don't really have any entries, no buys, no sells, just gotta wait, which I would put my money on right now if I was a betting man. But yeah, we'll see. All right, let's move on to gold real quick. I know we only have 6 minutes here before the hourly closes, but I think gold should be a quicker analysis, right? So like yesterday, we closed respecting this resistance on the monthly, right? Why is this resistance? Because if you see here, let me just clear these levels here. Why is this resistance? Because if you see here to the left, you had this candle wick all the way up here, and this is where you rejected, right? Hence resistance, right? Now it looks like you're sort of holding resistance here again, right? Because this candle came all the way up here, wicked above, right? Still closed below. You opened with a top wick, or I don't know exactly how this opened, but you did make this top wick, and then you still came back down below. So whether this candle is gonna continue pushing down, holding this resistance, or or this candle is gonna flip and we're gonna continue pushing up. We don't know yet, right? So we'll see exactly what happens. On to the weekly. So the weekly closed above the level, above resistance. So this now is looking like a bottom wick, right? You've come down now, you've taken out this previous low, right? You've taken out this previous weekly low, right? You have your bottom wick towards the MAs as well. So you're holding you're using the MAs as support, and you've taken out this previous weekly low as well, right? So at this point, if you're gonna create a, if you only came down here to create a bottom wick to push up, this is where it would be at, right? So you've already done that. So if your direction is gonna be to the top side now, you're just gonna continue pushing up here, right? You're gonna flip on this candle, right? Take out these highs, fill the rest of this range up, and potentially create a new all-time high. So we'll see what happens with that one. I do think you're gonna continue pushing up here though, but we'll see what happens in that one. But on your way up, you have to also keep in mind you do have rejection areas, right? You do have areas where price could potentially reject from to continue to push back down. You're currently approaching one, if not already tapped into one. We'll see on the lower time frames, but this 24.15 level, right? This 24.15 level could hold as resistance, and you continue to push back down, but we'll see. All right, we'll see. All right, the daily. So daily closed well, daily closed, what would that be? Below? Daily closed below? Yes, sort of. Yeah. So daily daily closed barely below, right? So if this is your resistance here, or your support, you close just barely below support, right? Just barely below support. So yeah, I mean, to be honest, you could also view this as you close at the level, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. For now, we'll say daily closed below. All right, we'll say daily closed below, but really you could see this as, you know, daily closing respecting, right? But yeah, I'm gonna say this is a closure below. So now it looks like we've created a top wick, right, towards this level here. Last time we tapped into this level, well, not last time, but we have driven off of this level in the past, right? This is a level that we've driven down from, but you also have this level here. So if you're gonna continue to push up, or if you're gonna look to drive down heavy, I mean, this is a pretty heavy drive down. So really this is all you need, right? In terms of top wicks, right? If you needed a top wick to drive down, this is technically all you needed here. Yeah, this would be all you needed here if you needed a top wick to drive down. But you could still continue to push up here, right? You could still continue to push up here, maybe have a top wick towards these areas here, then drive down, right? Or you could instead see, you know, maybe you just, yeah, you might just continue to push up, right? Maybe create a top wick over here, then push down, or you could just continue pushing up, right? So we'll see what happens with that. But for now, we will say that we closed bearish. On this daily. Yeah, let's see. But this level has held pretty nicely here though. Level has held pretty nicely. And look what happened the last time you rejected off this level, right? You came all the way down here. Look at where you came down to, right? You came all the way down here. My fault. Hold up. Oh yeah. There you go. All right, so you came, last time you held this level, you came all the way down here, right? All the way down here towards 23, 27 areas, right? So if you're gonna mirror this move now, look how many times you've respected this resistance. 1, 2, 3. You've respected this resistance 3 times. Each time creating a lower low, right? So most likely well, let me not say most likely, but there's a high chance that you're gonna continue to push down until you tap into these areas here, right? So we'll see. I mean, with that being said, right, combined with, you know, where we would be looking for our top wicks, which is around this area here, right? You most likely are ready to start to, you know, push down if we get the entries on the lower time frames, right? Cool. So let's move on to the 4 hour. So this hourly candle is about to close. Let me see what GJ is saying. Let me see what GJ is saying. All right, so GJ is saying GJ is saying something here. So you're gonna close inside. So you just close. So there goes your hourly close. There goes your hourly close. You're opening, no bottom wick. You flipped. Yeah, even if this is an entry, we're probably gonna miss it regardless. So 4 hour hourly. Okay, hourly. All right, so you have this 30-minute fake out, right? You could take the sells down. I mean, if we were gonna get in on this flip, we would have gotten in as soon as we flipped. So we're already late for the entry, so we're most likely not gonna take it regardless. But you know, there is a good shout here for the sells towards 183.885 minimum. That is the daily level, I believe. Right, yeah, that's the daily level. So you would wanna either take TPs over there, right, or go BE. But yeah, for now I'll probably stay out of it. So you're coming, so this would be the top wick I would be expecting. So if okay, you sort of held, so I guess it depends on where you draw your level here. So I'm looking at this 30, right? I'm looking at this 30. Okay, so you sort of held, but you respected there, huh? Closed above, came back down. Yeah, depending on where you choose to draw this 30-minute level, you either closed above or below, right? So you could have this 30-minute level be a little bit higher, right? So around these parts, and this would be where you were looking for your top wick. So if you took out these lows again, right, you could drive down here towards this. So this is about 25 pips, which isn't bad. Let me see, the hourly close bullish, but you would still need a bottom wick regardless, right? Actually, yeah, let me see what the level is on the hourly. So the level around there on the hourly, right? And then you got these joke man over here. Okay. There as well. Okay, let me see what this looks like on the hourly. See what this looks like on the hourly. Okay, so you close respecting on the hourly. Yeah, nothing. I'm not gonna take anything here. I don't think. I'm not really gonna take anything here. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. You could drive down here, and I mean, you most likely will give this previous hourly a bottom wick before you drive up, especially with the way this 30-minute close here. You're most likely gonna come down and at least tap into these levels here. But yeah, so that daily, right, daily level, was that daily level or a 4-hour level? 4-hour level. Okay. Yeah, you're coming down here. You're coming down here. Good chance you're gonna fill this range though. Good chance you're gonna fill this range. Yeah, nah. Yeah, I'm not gonna take the position. Maybe if we let's see how this 15-minute closes. All right, let's see how this 15-minute closes, and potentially we'll take the position. All right, if this 15-minute closes below here without driving down, I'll look to take that. I'll look to take those sells towards this level here, right? But if not, c'est la vie. If not, c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Yeah, because this hourly did close bullish, so yeah, 4-hour rejecting this level here as well. So yeah, you want to be careful on taking sells at the moment. All right, so we're gonna hold off on any sells as of now, though. We're gonna hold off on any sales, but you could come down here, right? But most likely, if you come down here, I would think that it's gonna be a short-term move, right? If you came down here quickly, right? So if you didn't wait for a 15-minute close per se, if you just came down now and just tapped into this level quick, I would think it would be a short-term move to continue to drive up. But yeah, we'll see. I'll continue my gold analysis in a bit, but let me see. Do we have news? So no news today. Yeah, no news. I mean, we got balance of trade. Actually, sometimes those news events, my FX book doesn't show them as high impact, but the broker, not the broker, the props consider it as news. The prop company. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, no, let me see. -4. No news today, I don't think. Today is Tuesday, right? Yeah, so no news today. So we're not really waiting on anything per se. All right. I mean, you got trade balance, you got all of these yellow folders. So I mean, I don't think that's gonna do much, but yeah, we're not really waiting on anything per se. But yeah, we are pushing down here though. We are pushing down here. Yeah, so that would be the move right there. And most likely those would be TPs. Well, not quite TP. TP would be this blue line right here. But yeah. Couldn't take it though. Couldn't take it. Didn't really like how it was forming overall. Yeah, boom. All right there would have been TPs and we would have been out of there. C'est la vie, c'est la vie. We'll see what else we can get. But the fact that this happened this quickly though, I guess the 5 did close below. But yeah, the fact that this happened this quickly, I do think you're gonna reject here at some point. And this is gonna be a bottom wick. But at the same time, just as you know, just as likely that this is just gonna be a rejection back to the top side, just as likely as that you could just melt through this whole range right now, right? So we'll see what happens here. But yeah, back to gold. So since we're not waiting for news on gold, let me just finish this analysis real quick, and maybe we can get some early moves here. I'm gonna probably dip off around 830, 840, so hopefully we can get something going. So what are we looking at on gold? All right, daily close below. We've created a top wick, a decent top wick. You close back into the range, right? I mean, you fill this range, close bullish, so you're holding this support pretty nicely, right? If you can close back above 2417.5 on the 4-hour, you should be good to continue to drive up, right? But if we can get some earlier entries before then, that would be nice as well. All right, that would be nice as well. Hold up, sorry. Boom. So where are your range, or where are your levels here? So there. Yeah, so I mean, usually when you make a move like this, so look to the left, right? Just look to the left. Usually when you make a move like this, where you tap the top of the range, right, you hold support, you end up driving above, right? You end up driving out, right? So similar thing happened here, right? You didn't quite tap into the bottom of the range. Well, I guess if you're counting this initial move as well, you did, right? So boom, boom, right? So we might just see something similar happen now, right? So you've come up, you've tapped top of the range, bottom of the range. You could now start pushing up towards these levels over here. All right, so we'll see what happens here. We'll see if we can take those buys. But yeah, keep in mind this daily did still close bearish, right? This daily did still close bearish below, very slightly below, but still below. So keep that in mind when you're looking for sells, right? Or when you're about to take any, when you're looking for buys, or when you're about to take any buys. Yeah, so onto the hourly real quick. So I mean, either or could play out right now. Really, either or could play out. This hourly closed below this level, All right, so we did have a bearish hourly closure here. Okay, got this level there. What's your next level here? Over here. All right, real quick, go to the 30. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, let's see, put that down a bit. All right, so you're flipping here. You might drive down. You might feel this range. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, hourly for yeah, I mean, you're coming down right now. I got no entries yet though. Got no entries. This hourly did close back into the range though, so you do have a breakout technically. All right, you do have a breakout back into this range, and you are driving down right now. You are currently driving down, but I'm not the biggest fan of this range, I'm not gonna lie. All right, I'd prefer a closure below here, and then maybe we take those sells. All right, maybe a 30-minute closure below here, then we can take those sells after a top wick. But for now, we're gonna hold off on that one. Yeah, we're gonna hold off on that. I mean, we are driving down. I might be talking myself out of it with the way I'm drawing up these levels, but I can't really ignore these. Yeah, it's not the cleanest range. At the very least, it's not the cleanest range, so I'm not really trying to get involved with that yet. Yeah, so this was the move we were looking to capitalize on GJ, right? Just to come down and basically give this a top wick. Sorry, not a top wick, a bottom wick. This previous hourly a bottom wick. So this hourly did technically, okay, where did we close above on this hourly? We might take these buys. If we closed above, if we're above these levels, we're gonna take the buys on the flip. So let's see, are we above these levels? No, we are not. All right, so no buys for us. If we had closed above those levels, I would take the buys. But let's see how this 15 closes though. If this 15 ends up closing above, we'll take the buys. If we close above without driving up here, so we can close bullish here, we'll take the buys to the top side, or to the top of the range here. And on the 4, what is that? That's towards the flip of the 4. All right, yeah. Eight pips. You're a star in my head. You're the word with my friends. There's a way you need to breathe in, but I don't want what we do. Or my friends. All right, so you're about to close here. If this 15 flips on this in this last minute, if we flip here and close bullish, I'll take these buys. Your vantage point is about 10 pips. About 10 pips. Yeah. So you've created a bottom wick there. Really, you shouldn't come back here since you've tapped into this level already. So yeah, your level is looking something like this. Yeah, most likely you're not gonna flip though, so just getting ready in case. And so no flip, no flip, no flip. All right, so no flip on F15. You actually close bearish. Okay, we might. So you flipped on the 15, closed bearish. Let me see. Chances you drive down are pretty high now. I'd prefer if you didn't tap into that level. Yeah, if you didn't tap into that level first, I'd probably take a sell if you didn't tap into that level first. But now that you've tapped into that level, I prefer to close below. Yeah, I would prefer to close below before you actually take a sell. Yeah, let's wait for the 30-minute closure. Let's wait for the 30-minute closure. Yeah, so by 8:30 we should be out of here. We'll see what happens by 8:30. We're either gonna take an entry or we're gonna hop off stream, right? Either or, one or the other. Daily, so that daily bearish again, 4-hour bearish again, hourly 30. Yeah, I mean either or could happen at this point. Really, either or could happen. Yeah, but a 30 closure below would be preferable here. 30 closure below would be preferable. Hey, but to be honest with you, I'm gonna get right with you, bad man, and this mission bad. Damn. Yeah, you might just come down here a little bit more and reject. All right, you might just come down towards these levels and reject. But if you can close below this level here, I'll take a sell on the 30 off the 30 close. All right, I'll take a sell off the 30 close if we can close below here. But what you might do here, you might come down a little bit more, right? Tap into these levels here and then come back up. So that's what I'm trying to avoid. But if you were to take let me see, the break of the lows here, this is still 14 pips. 14 pips isn't bad. Where would your stops be? I mean, really, your stops would just need to be, yeah, your stops would be this 4-hour highs. Because if you come back up here, if you're gonna start flipping here, you're pretty much done, no? All right, I'm thinking about it. And just to let y'all in on my thought process, what I'm thinking is, if you take out these lows again, right? If you take out those lows again, most likely you're gonna drive down. You're gonna see a pull down, all right? Most likely you're gonna see a pull down towards this level minimum, all right? Towards this 15-minute level minimum, and that's already 13 pips. At the very least, that's a good vantage point for a break even, right? At the very least, at the very shadow 5. Yeah, we are posturing up to sort of go down here. Things are looking like they're posturing up to push down. The only reason I want to wait for a closure here is because of how this 4 hours looking, right? This 4 hour could flip up at any time and close bullish. Right, the 4 hour could flip up at any time and close bullish because you already tapped into the lows here. You already tapped into the bottom of that range, so you could flip up at any point in time and close bullish here. Yeah, you're pushing down, so you're back at this level here. You're back, yeah, you're back at that level there, pushing down. Yeah, if you take out those lows, very high chance you drive down here. So you're about to take out those lows. About to take out the lows. I'm not gonna take the trade, but I'm just curious to see what happens, to be honest. I'm not taking those. Not taking those. Yeah, 5 minute closed. About to close. So yeah, look at that 5 minute close, no bottom wick. So you might see this push all the way down, maybe tap into TPs, and then, well, we already flipped. Never mind. We already flipped. Okay, at this point, if you flip again on this, if you take out these lows again, you're gonna drive down. If you flip again on this candle, you're gonna drive down. And to be honest with you, let me see. So 15, let me see this. 15 came up. Where's the, so closure below here. If we tap into this level here, if we tap 184.2, yeah, if we tap 184.2, do we even need to tap 184.2? So where do we, so that's end of range, but range didn't end. Came back here. All right, how many pips is this? 12.2. I'm gonna look to take this. I'm gonna look to take this sell on the flip. 1 sec. 1 second here. Let me see. 184.963. Yeah, I'm gonna look to take this on the break of the lows, but only on the 5 minute. If the 5 minute doesn't flip, or if the 5 minute doesn't take out these lows, I'm not gonna take the position. But if we come back down here and we take out these lows, I'm gonna take a position, and it's gonna be a quick move, so you wanna pay attention if you're gonna take it. Six, 5, 5. All right, so if we take out those lows, I'm gonna take a sell. If we take out those lows. Wait, did we just take out the lows? Oh, I think we did, no? Did we? I don't know. Yo, I wasn't paying attention. Well, I was paying attention, but it didn't look like we took out the lows though. Okay. I mean, if we did, then if we take out the lows again, I guess, then I'll take the sells. Okay, boom. So right there, I think we took out the lows right there. So I just got in a sell right there. I just got into a sell right there. So this 5 minute closure is gonna be key here. This 5 minute closure is gonna be key. I'm not gonna try and, you know, make this anything more than it is. I'm not gonna try and make this anything more than it is. Once this 5 minute closes, if we don't close bearish on this 5, I'm most likely gonna close the position. Yeah, if we don't close bearish on this 5, I'm most likely just gonna close the position. I'm not gonna try and make this anything more than it is, right? Because with the way we entered this position, really we should have just gone down. So what? Okay, no, 5 is still active. So we're still active on the 5. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. 9. Yeah, let's see what happens here. 30, 15. 15 hourly. $183. All right, so we're about to close. How do we close on this 5? Did we close below, above? So we closed doji. We closed doji on the 5. We closed doji. But we closed below. So we closed doji below. So if we come down now, right? If we come down, take out these lows, we're pretty fidgety here. If we can come down, okay. Take out those lows. Tap into which level here? All right, so right there, I'm gonna go. Well, not yet. Not yet. All right, boom. Right there, I'm gonna go break even. Make this a risk-free trade. Hold up. One. There we go. All right, boom. So right there, I just went break even. We're making this a risk-free trade. We've just tapped into that level now, right? We just tapped into this support level. If you're gonna continue pushing down here, you're gonna just drive clean through that level. If you're gonna continue pushing down, right, you're gonna just drive clean through that level, right? Yeah, and our full TPs are gonna be at this next 4-hour level. So we'll see what happens if we can survive this 30-minute. I mean, if we close on the 30 before hitting TPs, if we can survive the 30-minute top wick, we should be good to drive down, to be honest. But we'll see what happens. All right, we'll see what happens. Yeah, let me just make sure there are no levels I'm overlooking here. Let me see. Okay, so there's our drive down. We're driving down right now. Yeah, this 30-minute, so we're not gonna manage anything until the 30-minute close, but keep in mind you could just start rejecting back up here. So if you want to close something, I'd say close partials right about now. I'm just trying to see if I am okay. Actually, where are we? Where did we just tap into? Did we just tap 183.4? All right, I'm gonna wait for a tap into 183.4. Yeah, let's see what happens. I'm gonna wait for a tap into 183.4. Did we tap 183.4 or no? Okay, whichever one comes first, either the 30-minute close or tap into 183.4, whichever one comes first. Okay, you just took out the previous hourly low. What I'm gonna do here, if this candle flips, if this 1 minute candle flips, if we flip, right, if we flip on this minute and sort of take out the lows, I'm gonna move my stops to the top wick. Area. Man like Michael, wagwan broski. All new status, wagwan bro. How you doing, man? Let's see. Okay, so this minute is about to close. Looks like we're gonna close bullish. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, if we can drive down a little bit. Yeah, I mean, keep in mind, right, if you took the trade, you might as well take out profits right now, right? Take out some, at least partials. But I'm gonna wait for this 30-minute to close. I'm gonna wait for this 30-minute to close. Yeah, either the 30-minute closes or we tap into 183.42. But also keep in mind that we have taken out the previous 1 hour low, right? We did just take out the previous 1 hour low. So, you know, if we were gonna look for a bottom wick to drive up, that's where we would have been looking for it, right? All right, so the 30-minute just closed. We're opening without a... All right, so as soon as this candle flips, I'm gonna move my stops to these highs here. All right, boom. So we just move our stops a little bit more into profit. So we got some guaranteed profits here. So let's see what happens. If we can survive this top wick, we should be good to drive down and hit full TPs, but we'll see. Okay, driving down. Okay, cool. All right, now that we've taken out those lows, I'm gonna start managing off of the minute closures. As we close on the minute, I'm gonna start managing. So once this next minute candle opens up, if we create a top wick, I'll move my stops to the bottom. So this is the 4 hour level. Let me see. Actually, right here, I'm gonna close full. Yeah, I'm gonna close. Actually, I'll just move my stops up here. Yeah. All right, boom. So we just got taken out right there. So yeah, I just closed full right there. Why did I close full? Let me show you. Let me see. How do I do this? F10. What is on screen? What is on screen right now? There you go. Yeah, so this is why I closed full. So we just tapped into this 4 hour level here, right? We just tapped into this 4 hour level around here. Yeah, and I wasn't really trying to, I'm not really trying to give up all of that profit, right? Just because I do think we're gonna continue to melt, right? I do think we're gonna continue to melt and tap into 182.985 minimum, right? But bless, man, bless. Appreciate you, my guy. I know say you don't already chop for the day. But yeah, this is why we got out of the trade, right? We tapped into this level now. It looks like we're rejecting. This rejection might just be temporary and we might continue pushing down, but you know, why stick around? Why leave our risk on the table, right? Well, we didn't have any risk on the table, but why not just take out the guaranteed profits, so to speak? So yeah, nice little trade there. Nice little trade. All right, bro. Stay safe, my guy. Appreciate you for tuning in. All right, man. So let's see. So I got a dip right now as well, actually. So let me just update the record here. So, so August starting off pretty nicely for the boys here. August starting off pretty nicely now here. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. Trade. What did I just change? Oh yeah, record, all-time record. So the all-time record improves to 39 wins. Nice. And trades taken. Let's see. So pound yen. How many pips was that? Let me see. That was 183 point, what is this, 39? So that's 39 pips. Yeah, not too bad. 39 pips, 39 pips, not too bad. All right, 39 pips, cool. All right. So with that being said, appreciate y'all for tuning in. I have to dip. If I didn't have to go, I would stick around, because I mean, it's still pretty early in the session here, right? Still pretty early in the session, so you know, there are still more things to be had. I do think this is gonna continue pushing down. I mean, in terms of getting in entries now, maybe with a 5-minute closure, perhaps, maybe, but yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe, right? Maybe. But yeah, for now, I mean, I wouldn't really be looking for, personally, I wouldn't be looking for anything on GJ until a 4-hour close at this point, because you know, this move that's currently playing out, the TPs are right here, right? That's at the end of this level, right? So in order for you to get in on this move, or in order for you to get in a position now, you gotta wait for a new move to, you know, to form, right? To present itself, right? And that new move most likely will be either a 4-hour closure, either the 4-hour closing something like this, then a top wick to drive down, right? Or you're gonna close below, right? Or you're gonna fully complete the current move, right? Tap into these levels, maybe close below, right? Then you see a top wick, drive down, all of that, right? So I am still looking. I'll still look, you know, later in the day for something, right, to take some sales here potentially. In terms of gold doing bits as well. We weren't looking at gold, but gold did all right. I think you had an entry here. Yeah, well, no, not really. I didn't really have an entry on gold. Yeah, I didn't really have an entry on gold though. Yeah, but I think you might have an entry with this 4-hour close. You might have an entry with this 4-hour close. All right. So yeah, just keep an eye on on them charts. Keep an eye on the 4-hour closure, I'd say, right? And you might get some entries with those. But for now, that's gonna be it for me. I gotta run. I'll see y'all maybe not tomorrow. There might not be a stream tomorrow, actually. There might not be a stream tomorrow, but you know, I'll see y'all sometime in the week. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. And well, actually, let me update current profits, just in case anyone who stumbles upon the stream, you know, so they can see that we in profit. You know what I mean? It's a PR move. You gotta play the system. That's what I've learned. You gotta play the system these days. All right, so that's what, 71.42. Oh, sorry, 1.42. Okay, which is how many percent? That is 28%. Okay, boom. All right, so we back again tomorrow, same time, same place, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, 12:30 p.m. West African time. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, and peace.